Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Time Out with Sports Adda. Good morning, Arun. Another day, another review, another preview. How are you feeling today?
Yes, Akhil, good morning. Good game yesterday, isn't it? These good games don't seem to stop, man. Three
Yeah, and
days
I
in a
know
row we've had close games.
close games and totals which have not been huge. So that is one good thing to see that 150, 160 is proving like a difficult chase. So at least bowlers have something going.
Yeah. I don't know if I spoke to you about this yesterday, but I prefer these, low scoring, medium
Yeah,
scoring thrillers
I know,
compared to, the 200s or 210s or 220s.
I know.
150, 130, 140 playing 141 or 151, I'll take it any day.
I know it really stands up. I mean, the batsmen really then stand up and they can deliver in pressure situations. Very happy with yesterday's game. Actually, I mean, the result could have been something different for me personally, but I mean, it was a good game. Huh? Interesting. Jaidev Unadkat coming back into the side and giving a man of the match performance. Happy for him. He struggled in the past in T20s, but that's really nice to see.
Inspired selection, I'd say, or we should say.
Hmm.
But if you look back at the numbers, he's had a lot of success against Delhi, and I
Hmm.
think given they're also heavily invested in data and analytics. I think they would have seen something there
Hmm.
against the likes of Prithvi in particular, and hence they picked up three left armers in the 11 yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, three left armers and a heavy
Yeah.
pace attack. I mean, Morris was the fourth bowler, so they had four pacers bowling, which was, I think, perfect for Wankhede.
Yeah, and what they did well, Akhil, was they used the conditions well. Normally, uh, Wankhede is an outstanding batting surface, and we talk about 180, 190, 200, which is the expectation. But
Yeah,
yesterday, there was a bit of something on the pitch. It was tacky, it was sticky, I think.
yeah,
And if you notice, which is why all of these guys went cutters,
yeah, yeah.
slow balls, cutters, and how brilliant they were. I mean, all three of them. Sakaria was good. Unadkat obviously reaped the rewards, and then there was Mustafizur as well. So all three of them went with that, and they bowled really well.
Absolutely. I think Delhi were also in that same starting phase. They were trying to get to 200, 220. That's why the kind of shot that Shikhar plays, which is very rare. Shikhar Dhawan doesn't try to play those kind of shots so early in the innings. So maybe that pressure of 200, 220 was something that they were looking at. So I was very surprised for an experienced batsman like Shikhar and who gets runs so easily playing straight and playing his regular cricketing shots. I was a little surprised to see him play that.
Hmm. Delhi, the first over, I think, set the tone. Just
Hmm.
recapping the game quickly, it was 147 for 8 Delhi with Rishabh Pant. I think, again, I liked his application, top scoring
Very
with a
nice.
51. Yeah. And then
Unfortunate to get
Rajasthan,
run out.
yeah, unfortunate. And then Rajasthan, the chase went down to the last over. And, we'll talk about Morris finishing off things. Cameo to end things with a 36 not out of 18 balls. Really good game. They won with two balls to spare. But sorry, coming back to the, I think what Delhi missed out was they start. I think Prithvi Shaw at the start. See, this is what I maintain, right?
Hmm.
Prithvi Shaw needs to develop like Rishabh Pant's done. Prithvi Shaw didn't get off the strike too often in that first over. That was the
Yeah.
problem. There was
Yeah.
something about his body language as well yesterday. If you read into it, I didn't get the vibes that they were getting. Prithvi Shaw, if there's a smile, if there's the energy on his face, if there's a first ball for today's his day. But
Hmm.
yesterday you didn't get those kind of vibes from Prithvi Shaw, and hence the pressure kept building and forced Shikhar to walk across and play that sweep, that paddle.
Hmm. 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 No, I agree. But like one point I just wanted to make, you're right about Prithvi, but I was very impressed with Rishabh. Like you mentioned, that innings of 51 showed a lot of maturity. He didn't try going over the top or didn't try to being too over aggressive.
Hmm.
I was very happy with his captaincy also. In fact, I thought he was like he led wonderfully. He made a couple of maybe didn't bowl Ashwin, but I think that's a call that he takes while he's on the field. But I was very impressed with the way he captained the team yesterday.
Yep. I completely agree with you. The Ashwin is a question mark, but you rightly said uh, They were left-handers, they were right-handers. There are dynamics on the field we will never understand. Sitting on
Yeah.
outside and watching on television, we'll never appreciate what's happening there. But I was completely happy with his batting. I was one of his harshest critics,
I
let's say two
remember.
years ago.
Yes.
Two
Yeah.
years ago, especially around the time of the World Cup 2019.
Yeah.
I didn't think he had the maturity at that point in time. But he's developed, and I'm so glad to see that
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's he's worked on his temperament, his shot selection now.
Yeah.
Uh, really happy for him.
Yeah, absolutely. One more person I'm happy for is David Miller. He came into the team because of an injury to Stokes, and he's immediately delivered. I mean, one point I think nobody spoke about is this is the impact of regularly playing white ball cricket recently. He was playing a
Spot
very
on.
challenging bowling attack in Pakistan against Pakistan. He's come
Yeah.
into this with momentum, and that's the impact when you're regularly playing cricket or a specific format of cricket. It just helps you gain momentum much more quicker. And
Absolutely.
he's won matches for his teams in the past, and clearing Wankhede boundary is not going to be an easy. I mean, it's going to be easy for him.
Killer Miller, was it? What did they call him all those years
Yes,
ago? Killer
they
Miller.
called him
Yeah.
Killer Miller.
Yeah, but he's one of those players again who's flattered to deceive.
Correct.
Much like a Sanju Samson, if I can add in the same bracket. These guys are talented, and when they play these kinds of innings, you think, why can't they do this regularly? Maybe not every day, but every second day or every third day. Why not they show up with this kind of form? But yeah, he was in form. He was striking the ball well back home in the internationals in South Africa, and he's carried that clearly into this league.
And Morris at the end then did his
How
job.
can we not talk about him?
The costliest player.
Interestingly, costliest player, Akhil. Interestingly, if you watched the post-match, all questions were about that one refused single.
Yeah, they asked Sanju and they asked Morris also. So yeah, I mean, they are making too much of it. I think Sanju said the right thing, saying that he refused it, and he'll refuse it 100 times after that if he had a chance. I
Yeah.
think Morris showed his worth yesterday. It's good that they have somebody down the order who can finish matches. This is the kind of role that South Africa had Lance Klusener doing for so many years in their team, where he used to pluck matches out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
if they can find a Morris like that, I wish he plays for the South African national team also. They really need a good all-rounder to come and bat and like hold a position in the team.
Yeah, he was helped while I completely liked Morris going there and getting those runs. He was helped on a couple of occasions, Akhil, and that's the disappointing bit from Delhi. They gave it to him in the area he likes. They were back
Including
of a link
Rabada.
deliveries. Yeah, I mean, come on, these are experienced international. Rabada playing his first game, so I'll give him that benefit of doubt. But Tom Curran, even the last winning hit, if you remember, was a low full toss. Yeah, come on.
Amazing.
The difference is, Akhil, I understand why it could have happened. Morris is again this tall, right? So that's where international cricketers are required to adjust, and you believe they will adjust to whatever the challenges are. But to bowl it back of a length, all he needed was a swivel pull, and it
He wasn't
traveled.
even looking at it and traveled to six.
Correct. Yeah. And the last ball was a full toss. He was helped, I said. He was also helped
You're
on a
right.
couple of instances when Jaydev Unadkat hit a crucial six.
And one top edge, a couple of 2 runs.
Yeah, and Jaydev Unadkat was given a reprieve in terms of a run out.
You're right.
That was a
You're right.
crucial thing.
Yeah, it was a day meant for Unadkat. I think yesterday he delivered. But one last thing before we move on to today's game is usually isn't it statistically correct when a team that hits the most sixes wins the T20 match, and that's exactly what happened yesterday, right? No sixes for Delhi, and Rajasthan suddenly hit I think 5-6 and they got through.
The previous game at the Wankhede, there were about 22 sixes, I think, if I remember correctly. And then come down to this game, I think the first six of the match came in the 36th over or 35th over.
Yeah,
34th or 35th over, I think.
and then 4-5 just came back to back.
Like I said, they were helped. ELEJ up again.
Okay, great.
And yeah, those 4 sixes made the difference. 4 or 5 sixes
Fantastic.
made the difference.
lot of big six hitters on display, on going to be on display today also, huh? Starting with Punjab and Chennai.
Yeah. This is the match I'm looking forward to really. A, because it's Chennai, and B, because it's Chennai's favorite opponent. Uh, Chennai have had the wood over Punjab in recent years, and that's something I'm really banking on. I'm hoping Chennai can build on this.
Yeah, I think they need to start. They need to win one game to just get back in the groove, and I hope they start off with a win as well. This is a very interesting stat. Overall, Punjab 9, Chennai 14. But since 2015, Chennai have dominated. So you're right. I mean, this is one opponent that the team will be looking forward to playing. Any reason for this domination? You think after 2015? Anything specific? Because Punjab has had like a stable team for the last couple of 3 years, maybe.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, no specifics as such. I tried to look into a trend if there's anything at all, but I just can't put my finger at anything. Mm, I don't know. I honestly don't know why, but like I said, I'm banking on those numbers. I hope the players in the Chennai dugout know that this is a team we've had the wood over. Let's continue the good work, boys.
Yeah, and I think if they're playing at the Wankhede again, the toss is getting much more crucial, right? People who win the toss, teams that win the toss, they are going to bat second and try and get that advantage to them.
You want to chase. That's the global trend I've identified. In the last year, last 2 years. But again, toss is a 50-50 chance, as we all know. And if ever Chennai are put into bat, they are in serious trouble.
Interesting. So they prefer batting second most of the times. That's a good one. These are
Yeah,
last
look at
nine
the
games.
chases. Last nine times they've batted first. They've lost 7 occasions, Akhil. And the worrying thing, if you're a Chennai fan, is all those 7 defeats. 6 of those 7 are with big margins. 18 balls to spare, 46 balls
46.
to spare,
Yeah.
15 balls to spare. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I can't put a finger and say what is wrong with this team. Uh, is it a thing about intent? Those totals are not bad, but the fact that the oppositions have got the runs so quickly, so easily, I don't know. Just beyond me.
Yeah. Yeah, one guy who's delivered against and I think he'll be crucial again because this pitch will aid him is going to be Faf. You've got out some good numbers on Faf being very consistent against this team, isn't it?
Yeah, consistent generally, but more so against this team. I really I value Faf in this Chennai team, and I think he needs to drop anchor and bat deep. In the last four times he's batted against Punjab, he's obviously got a 54, a 96, 87 not out, and a 48. He needs to be there. The two players I really want in the Chennai lineup to get runs, big runs, are Faf and Suresh Raina. If these two can get 50s, 60s, Chennai are sorted. You've got enough firepower below. There's MS, obviously. There's Jadeja, who's batting well. Then there's Sam
Outstanding.
Curran if they happen to play him. Then there's Dwayne Bravo. Maybe not the same batsman, but still capable of hitting a couple of sixes. So these two, Suresh Raina and Faf du Plessis, need to get runs at the top.
Absolutely. What about Punjab? Who do you think should get runs there? David Malan or Chris Gale still at number 3?
Interesting one. I don't know what they're thinking, honestly. I didn't expect Chris Gale to start, but he started in the last game. So I think they might continue with him. He didn't get among the runs, not so much
Yeah,
at
but he
least.
like the
Got a
Wankhede
30.
pitch, isn't he?
Yeah, he likes the Wankhede pitch. Yeah. The one contest I'm looking forward to, since you mentioned Gale, if Gale comes out to bat, you've got to talk about Dwayne Bravo, who's been his nemesis. Really good
Aren't they
friends.
friends? Yeah.
Yeah, really good friends. But Bravo's got Gale's number. He's his nemesis in T20 cricket. Dismissed him more than any other bowler in the world. So that's a contest I'm looking forward to. There'll be a
There's
lot
another.
going on.
Yeah. There's another contest that is brewing. I think Bravo has come out with a couple of albums, and just recently, Chris Gale has also come out with his own music album. So probably they'll be chatting and sledging each other about music as well as getting each other out.
Absolutely. Like I said, good friends, and these boys from the Caribbean are always, they don't take things too seriously. When I say don't take things too seriously, they know that it's sport, right? They
Yeah,
play it like it's sport.
they play to
It's not
enjoy.
like the absolutely. It's not like they carry, the pressure of, the $1 million or whatever they receive. The fact that millions or billions are watching. Nay, we want to play it like a sport. They'll always carry a smile. If you speak to them, there's always a greeting. They're always light-hearted, which is what I like.
Absolutely. And like one person I really hope gets to bat in early and like gets in at the Wankhede just because of the emotional connect that everybody has about him at the venue is obviously the great MS Dhoni. Any thoughts on him? Any stats that we have for him at Wankhede?
Good, you brought it up. It's the finisher. Time we finished the show, so we've got to talk about the finisher. Just a few numbers. Yeah, I mean, until 2014 in this tournament at the Wankhede, MS had outstanding numbers. Average 43.5, strike rate of 134. Don't read too much into the average because he obviously finished games and had a lot of knockouts. But since 2015, 8 innings, 76 runs, average of 10.9, and a strike rate of 84. Uh, Disappointing returns. I don't have to really spell this out, but really disappointing returns. He's coming out of a duck in the previous game. I pray that he gets runs today.
Yeah,
Forget
and
all those
10 matches.
numbers.
10 matches is not a very small number, so it can't be every time that it's been unlucky or there's no time left. More disappointing is a strike rate 84 at that position that he usually bats in. I mean, normal player would have found it difficult to survive in the team and hold on to his position. But obviously, it's somebody special that we're talking about. So, yeah, let's hope he gets runs.
A quick one before we wrap. That's not about survival in this case because that's only limited to the Wankhede Stadium. I don't think survival question comes in there. But you're absolutely right. MS Dhoni at his prime, even if he had 4 balls or 5 balls to play, one of those would have gone outside the boundary, right? So his strike rate would have been, let's say, 112, 120, 125. But to see that it's in the 80s, that's disappointing. I don't want MS Dhoni to see that. Please, if it's possible, let's wipe out that stat from this clip.
No, don't worry. But Punjab for me today, I think KL Rahul is in such red hot form. I think if they bat second, he'll just chase it on his own.
Chennai, please. I see you're wearing yellow, so I'll take that as leaning towards me. A little bit of confidence to me. Chennai, come on.
All right, fantastic. Great speaking to you today. I'm looking forward to catch up tomorrow again.
Likewise, Akhil. Pleasure.
Bye bye.
Bye.